Who has ever been in a valley? It may be spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, but nonetheless, it was a valley. Valleys are difficult, right? You're not really where you want to be, and life just seems that it's okay, but it's not what you pictured. Granted, valleys are very hard, but you're still okay. Now, who has ever been in a desert? You're probably wondering, well, isn't that the same thing? Well, in my mind, it's not. You see, in a valley, you have shade. You have a babbling brook to refresh you. You have sturdy ground to walk on, and there's still a path to tell you where to go. However, in a desert, it's dry, it's hot, and depending on where you are in that desert, there is no water for refreshing. The ground is not sturdy, and it's always constantly changing due to wind. And then you think, I see it now. That's where God wants me to be, and you run, and you run, and you run, and you run towards it, this new goal, and suddenly it vanishes. It's a mirage. The desert has tricked you with a mirage of what you thought the will of God was for your life. I've been there too. And I want you to know that if you're in a desert right now in your life, you're not alone in it. Because not only is your church family there for you, but the one thing I found that's always sure in a desert, it's the sun. Jesus will lead you. Jesus will help you. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but He will show you the way. Isaiah 43:19 says, Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. God is working on you right now. He's forming you for your calling, for your purpose. He will make a way out of your dry land. See, I personally believe that Christ is even holding us closer when we're walking in our desert. Why? Because desert literally means an abandoned place. Satan would love nothing more than to think that you are abandoned in this desert. Even when Jesus was led and tempted into the desert, Matthew 4:1 says, Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. The Spirit led Jesus to be tempted in the desert. Jesus had to be tested and molded before He can complete His calling here on earth. So why shouldn't we go through the same? God is literally calling you right now so that you can be used by Him later. He wants you. He needs you to make it, not only for yourself, but for your brothers and sisters around you. And when the time is right for your God-given calling. So how do you get through the desert? I have 5 words for you. 1 step at a time. Keep walking. Keep praying. Keep fasting. Keep coming to church and getting refreshed in God's Spirit. Know that you are never alone and that you never will be alone. Remember that every single one of us is going through some kind of trial. Encourage one another. Pray for one another. Know that no matter what you may think, you are helping someone in the midst of your trial get through their trial. If you just hold on, keep your head up, and live by faith. The desert is not your final destination. You will make it through. You will come out alive on the other side. God will breathe new life into you. And always remember that you're not alone. I can't push that point enough. You are not alone. If you look around this place, you'll see that you're surrounded by love. And whenever you feel that you can't take another step, that you can't hang on any longer, You find your determination and say that the desert is not and never will be your destination. The desert is never the place where God wants you to stay. He has so many plans for your life. Allow Him this time now to mold you and to reform you, and you will forever be changed. I promise you, you will forever be changed. You can do this. You can make it, because you have people beside you and God inside you. The desert is not your final destination.